they see on their output, whatever the signals that they're getting that I'm trying to think, and it's like faded. It's so faded in my visual cortex, and they're responding on V2K to my visual output. So I can't see it. They're covering up my visual space with electromagnetic frequency energy, and then on their end, they can get the signal and put it out on a monitor, so they can see it more clearly than I can see my own thoughts. Like, I'm fucking pissed. I'm fucking mad because this is the biggest rape that's ever happened in human history. This is the most rape in human history that there's ever been. And like, I'm really upset. Like, I'm a Christian fellow. I'm a Christian guy. I believe in God. But I believe we have to fight, too. Because, like, God has given us everything. He's given us this world. He's given us free will. He's given us everything. So it's like for us to be like, hey, God, my world and all these people, that you gave free will to, they're murdering me. Can you please give me a miracle and fix all this? He has given us everything so that we can fix it, so that we can do the right thing. And what these Satan worshipers have done is they've turned their back on God, and now they're murdering families, and it's like we have to ask for miracles from God. He's already given us everything. He's given us everything, and these people are ruining it. They're ruining our world. They're ruining children's lives. They're ruining families' lives. They're ruining people's lives and murdering people. And there's a one light white truck coming by. I didn't really get it good enough. Alright, so I'm going to calm down a little bit, guys. Here's a one light white car coming up. One of them's dim. Alright guys, I'm going to calm down. I needed to do that, and I needed to do it on video. I don't know why, but usually I trust in God that what I'm putting out from my heart is the right thing. There's a one light SUV coming by. So I've been out here for a while with the camera. It exacerbates when I put it on camera. So that, I may use this, guys. I may since they do seem to vehicular stalk me more when I pull out the camera, because I think DHS Fusion Center rules are that any person of interest using a camera could be deemed dangerous because of terrorism or crazy person or whatever lies they're using. I'm gonna start using that more. I am trying to do the conference calls, guys. We're all hurting so bad. Those are pretty tough. Those are tough. Everybody has a lot of different ideas about what's going on, about what the people are doing exactly, how they're entraining our minds. A lot of people have a lot of different ideas. So as TIs, we need to really, tell about our experiences. If you think you have the answer of because you've experienced something, so clear cut, plant your seeds with people. Plant your seeds with TIs and non-TIs, but especially plant your seeds with TIs about how you think it works, and then we need to move on. Because I feel like, we get caught up in arguing about how this exactly works, how and who exactly. And the thing is, that's the reason they're doing it secretly and compartmentalized. It's so that everybody has different ideas, and so that we're all kind of well, no, it's DARPA, it's just DARPA, or it's just the CIA, or no, it's just the DoD. And I think or it's just universities, and we all have these different ideas. Or it's they're cloning our brain waves to do it, and some people think they're in training, but we have to understand there's a lot of different programs going on, a lot of different ways that they're probably working with this directed energy. How do I have a low battery? I have my battery plugged in, I have my phone plugged in to the charger, and it's still draining the battery. So these people, and that's one thing, I'm sorry, I'm gonna calm down, guys. I'm very upset. I'm being hurt so badly, and I can't even talk to my parents about it. They won't listen to me. They help me out a lot. I'd be homeless if it weren't for my parents. So I'm not saying I have bad parents. I have the best parents in the world, and that's why this is so terrible. Is because my parents know I'm not a liar. They've listened to me all my life, and they don't listen to me on that. I'm gonna try and get this one light truck. He's turning in right there. Tons of one light cars. At that frequency, do you think that we just have a society, and this is for non-TIs, do you think that we just have a society where people, you know, are just, you know, not fixing their car's lights, you know, with perfect black SUVs? You think they're just leaving their lights broken? The whole car is tinted and clean and washed, and it looks like they really love their cars, and you think they're just forgetting to fix that light? I don't think so. I know that that's not true. Alright guys, I kind of need to, and that car just swerved into me. Like I was just driving right there and it like swerved out. I want to see who this is. ZVU 935. ZVU 935 is the license plate. I mean, swerved out behind me. Like, did not wait. She has headphones in. And I do personally, guys, I do think that there is mind control of the gang stalkers. I think there's kind of a full spectrum dominance in mind control. I think these cell phones do put out signals to a lot of people. You know, not as strongly. Like there's targeted individuals who are targeted specifically and directly. And those people they're entrained a lot more. But I think they're using cell phone towers to put out kind of blanket signals that make people either more susceptible to doing what they're told, or more angry, or more agitated, or more stressed. I think that's a definite. That's definite in my mind that they're doing that. If you want to, I watched the movie last night, and I had watched parts of it before. You can get it on YouTube. It's like a small screen because they took it and put it on a smaller screen, so it's kind of hard to watch, and the voices are kind of more high pitched because they did something with the sound. But look up the movie. Control Factor. Control Factor, and it's a cheesy kind of, I think it was straight to TV movie. And it's not exactly right. It has a lot of things that are just like way kind of out there, but a lot of the stuff in there are the actual terms for what they're doing to us, and a lot of the theories on what they're doing to us. They kind of twist it into something that you can't believe, but a lot of the information in there is what they're doing to individuals in the USA and around the world. So I really do think, and we talk about this on the phone calls, and I know a lot of people talk about it on alternative media, where basically Hollywood kind of takes something that's happening in society or is going to happen, and then they put out movies about it, I guess as some kind of sigil, or to throw people off. So they're putting real information in some of these movies to make it more fantastical or make it more unbelievable, or to just do a sigil, so that what they're actually doing in society will work better. And when I say they, I mean kind of the people in power, the oligarchy, and the people. They're lapdogs in Hollywood, and they're lapdogs, in the media, because the mainstream media has not reported millions of people around the world being directly hit with directed energy. Some of them being put in mental institutions for the rest of their lives, or killing themselves, bad things like that, and they haven't reported on it because they're controlled. Because the heads of those media corporations, the big ones, are towing the line of something very, very dangerous and very, very bad, and we are just animals to them. They tried to stop that light on me, but I went past it. Alright guys, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I need to put out this angry video. It is a side to me. I'm not two-faced or anything. I really do sometimes want to get on these videos and calm it down and pray, and that is a real side to me, but this is a real side to me too. I'm definitely, I try to be like Jesus, but in this situation, it's impossible, and I feel like we have to fight, and I feel like God wants us to fight. He wants us to fight in smart, aggressive, assertive ways, but not violent ways. Yet, That's a joke, I guess. Not really, but yeah, that's a joke. I mean, we're gonna have to assert. We're gonna have to be assertive. I mean, this is genocide, and the way that people are conditioned nowadays, we're conditioned to just go about our lives. My family just goes about their lives. People in society, they actually get in on it. They actually become gang stalkers instead of stopping it. And I mean, they're surveilling children and cooking children, with these directed energy weapons. So I really hope my phone's charging. I don't want it to go out because I kind of want it to go to an hour. I don't know though, guys. I mean, y'all may say that I'm being entrained to be more angry, and that they're kind of winning with this. But I feel like this is more from my gut, this anger that I have right now. And if I don't do this, they are doing so much. 20%. They are doing so much stuff to my head that, they can give me like a white hot rage. And Dave CD really does work, y'all. I don't know how they're disconnecting the charger from my phone while it's in there. There's a one light, white car. One light, one light, one light. I don't know what it represents metaphorically, but it's really just supposed to be something to get the attention of the target individual. I'm gonna get out of this person's way, because with that guy who I filmed at the light, what he was trying to do was, he was coming in, like I was going into that, just stopping at that light, and he was like trying to swerve in behind me, and then like he rolls up to me to look at me and give me this like awful look, like I've done something wrong. Because they get people to do that to you so that you look like you're just this crazy person driving the streets, and you're messing in everybody else's business. This is like, if you want to know my definition of these people, the microwavers, the gang stalkers. If you know Marvel comic books, there's a race of aliens called the Skrulls, and they are like the most cowardly, just deceptive. They take on the shapes of other people and stuff like that, and they use deceit and deception for their wars, and they're just cowards. They're just fucking cowards. And that's what we're becoming. That's what our society is becoming with all these wretched rats. There are all these little wretched rats like scurrying around and getting their money for driving around you and GPSing you and surveilling you in these boxes. And so what I compare it to, which is the best, nicest comparison I can have, is the Skrulls in the Marvel universe. They're these there's rat race that that scurries around and slithers around and hides in the shadows, and that's how they get things done. They don't face people. They don't try and work things out. They use deceit, so you can't trust anybody, and they try and play both sides so that people are mistrustful and paranoid. And that's what's going to happen more and more to our society as this goes on, because people are doing all this stuff deceptively, and now war is deceit, which is the philosophy of the Mossad, which I won't go into all of my background philosophies, but I think the CIA learned a lot from the Mossad, and that's the Israeli Secret Service, and I think our CIA took a huge they act exactly how the Mossad acts. And it's made us all rats. It's made people in our society kind of go along with this crap. And they're just dishonorable kind of animals now. Sorry, guys. But I'm just gonna be angry. Because it really is. I mean, my whole nervous system's fried. Like, I'm driving around making a video, and I had to look at my book sack. I have to bring my book sack with any kind of open drinks in my fridge and any kind of supplements with me in the car, because they will break into my place. They don't forcefully break in. They just have keys to it. The maintenance guy, he wears military garb like all the time, like military pants and shirts with military insignia and stuff on it, and he's definitely involved. He thinks I'm the bad guy, like he thinks I'm some kind of dangerous, crazy person, and I'm being, microwave cooked alive inside of a condo that my mom bought